Sana po darating ang panahon na magkaroon tayo ng isang pambansang kapulisan na totoo po na may dangal, maka-Diyos, makabayan at nakatao, na totoo po tungkulin ang kanyang sinumpaang tungkulin na magsilbi sa bayan, to serve and protect para po sa ikabubuti ng nakararami. Hindi po to serve and collect. God bless po sa bansa natin at sa pambansang kapulisan. Salamat po.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Muna tayo. Yes, 2 seconds is enough, actually.
Right.
I just want to clarify from SPO3 Las Cañas. Sabi niya kanina, dahil hindi siya nakapagsalita eh. Sabi mo, sinungaling si Matubato. Bakit mo nasabi yun?
Your Honor, sir, una po, ito pong sinabi niya, yung open session po dito sa Senate, personally sinabi niya, nakasama ako sa torture. Which is hindi naman totoo. May point din na sinabi niya na nagsama kami for more than 23 years. Since 1988 up to 2013. Hindi po totoo yun. Dahil yung 1988, civilian pa po ako noon. Nag-awol po ako, na-reinstate ako 1989. Nakilala ko siyang lubos 1996 dahil dito sa dealing namin ng lupa. Nung napasok siya kay Mayor Agtalan, matagal na po kung hindi ko siya nakita. Makita ko lang yan kung pumupunta sa akin, mag-deliver siya ng isda, mag-report siya kung magkano yung kita ng yung. Nung nabigay ko na sa kanya ang Port Authority, minsan na lang kami magkita. So kaya po, nasabi ko na sinungaling siya. Yung sinabi niya, full 23 years kami nagsama. 1991 up to 1995. Nabigyan po ako ng privilege ng task group commander namin. Nag-enroll po ako the whole almost 5 years. Nasa College of Law po ako sa University of Mindanao. Ito po katabi ko, kaklase ko ito. Kami magkasama. So nasabi ko, sinungaling siya.
Yung 1988, sabi niya, nabanggit niya yun, ano, tatandaan ninyo, hanggang 23 years magkakilala.
1988 daw, Your Honor. 1988, tanggal ako niyan eh. Wala pa ako niya servisyo. 1989 ako nakabalik.
Yun daw yung simula nung Lambada Boys na natanong ko nung last hearing kasi wala pang Lambada nun eh.
Hindi ko rin narinig yan. Dito ko lang yan narinig sa kanya.
1990 yung pelikula pero wala pa social media noon. 1991 nung sumikat sa Pilipinas yung Lambada. Yung mga ibang nagko-correct na sinabi, hindi, yung araw pa yung Lambada. Hindi ho, Labamba yung sinasabi nyo. Dudulong-dulungan pa eh. Marunong pa sa Billboard Hot 100 eh. Ang Billboard Hot 100, 1990. Kaya yung Lambada Boys noong 1988, tinatanong ko, hindi ako nasagot ni Mr. Matubato, saan niya nakuha yung pangalang Lambada at Lambada Boys nakuha ng mga taga Davao? Wala pang Lambada noon. Anyway, so yun ang mga dahilan kung bakit. Wala na po ba kayong naiisip? Kasi kanina meron kayong pinipresentang affidavit, hindi nyo naipresenta lahat. Nakompleto na ba yan? Yung pinipresenta nyo kanina? Dalawa lang ba yan?
Na-discuss na po, Your Honor, kasi dito lang po sa medical certificate. Kaya nakungkod ko po na the probability that this statement was taken outside of Metro Manila.
So 1 year after nung magkaroon ng submit ng medical certificate sa pangalawang affidavit.
Yes,
So
Your
dalawang
Honor.
affidavit pala ang sinubmit ni Mr. Batubato sa NBI.
Yes, Your Honor.
At NBI.
I'm not sure if there were only two statements, Your Honor, but I am aware that sequence of interview and interrogation were conducted by the NBI.
So meron pa isa.
Yes, Your Honor. It's
In other
here in
words,
the records.
he executed 3 affidavits.
I'm not sure, sir, but as of today, there were 2 affidavits, and that is correct, Your Honor. I
Alright.
just don't know if there are other affidavits.
Can you, apart from this, can you, well, anyway, please submit to the committee all the affidavits that were executed by Mr. Matubato, no? And then also, earlier, Attorney, you said during the first time that he was investigating, or he filed a complaint in the NBI, you said there was a video and pictures. Di ba ba? Pakisubmit nyo na rin sa committee, pakikita natin kung sabog-sabog ang mukha niya or whatever torture na nakita niya, di ba? Makikita natin sa video. Submit the video and the pictures. Attorney Tobera.
We will do that, Your Honor.
Thank you. And
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I actually have a lot of questions for this resource
You have the floor.
person. Maraming salamat po. Magre-retire na po kayo,
Yes, Your Honor.
December 16.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang nagsabi po sa akin yan ay si Edgar Matubato. Alam na alam daw niya po yung birthday niyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Senator,
Kasi
can you bring the microphone closer to you so we can hear you? Thank you. Go ahead.
tandang-tanda daw niya po ang birthday niyo, December 16. Dahil palagi daw po siyang present. Pag nagse-celebrate kayo ng birthday niyo, taon-taon, every December 16. Aaminin niyo po ba yon?
Sometimes, Your Honor. Hindi naman palagi.
So, kilala mo po si Edgar Matubato.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit niyo po siya kilala?
If my memory is correct, 1996, Your Honor, lumapit yan si Mr. Edgar Matubato sa akin. Nag-alok yan ng property. Then sabi niya sa akin, meron siyang kaibigan sa Samal Island na merong property na ibibinta, malaki yung beach line. Then sinabi ko kay Edgar, pwede puntahan natin, titingnan. Kasi nagsisidline ako ng as a real estate broker. Natingnan namin, and then dinala ko sa isa kong kakilalang Chinese businessman. In a span of almost 3 months, nabinta ko po. Yung nandito po si Mr. Edgar Matubato, sinabi niya na naka-receive siya o kumita siya ng 300,000 dahil nagbinta siya ng lupa. Galing po yun sa akin, Your Honor. And then, nasundan pa yan ng maraming deals. Siguro sa mga 10 property na inalok niya sa akin for the past almost 3 years, siguro mga 5 o 6 ang nabinta namin.
So yun po ang pagkakakilala nyo kay Mr. Edgar Matubato dahil sa mga business deals na yon sa pagbebenta ng mga properties.
Yes, Your Honor. Pero pagkaalam ko din sa kanya, personally, kasi lumalakad yan, nakakumuflage, full pack, may daladalang M14 rifle. So to my understanding, he was a member of the auxiliary group of the Scout Rangers based in Malagos, Kalinan. Yun
So,
po ang pagkaalam ko.
So kino-confirm nyo rin po, kasi yun din po ang sabi niya sa amin. When I say sa amin po, hindi ko lang po tinutukoy yung pag-testify niya po dito sa 2 hearings last September 15 and September 22, kundi yung pag-i-interview ko rin po sa kanya. Kaya marami po akong mga detalye sa kwento niya. So, kino-confirm nyo na naging kasama siya ng Scout Rangers. Kasi ganun din po ang pagkakasabi sa amin. Nag-umpisa doon sa CHDF noong 1977, tapos umalis siya ng airborne sa Kalinan, Malagos, Davao City. Lumipat sila, and then napunta sila sa Scout Ranger Unit sa Philippine Army, sa ilalim ni Colonel Lorenzana. Nagsanay sa Scout Ranger Class of 1982 sa ilalim ni Captain Gutierrez. Mula 1982 hanggang 1988, nanatili daw po siya sa Scout Rangers bilang miyembro ng CAFGO hanggang kinuha siya mismo ni Mayor Duterte noong 1988. Alam niyo po ba yung mga detalye na yon, o yung pagkakaalam niyo lang, sinabi niyo ay yung nasa Scout Ranger siya?
Yung detalye na yan, Your Honor, hindi ko po alam.
Yung mga detalye.
Yep.
Okay. Siyempre po, katulad siguro ng iba na mga pinatawag namin ngayon, hindi nyo aaminin na merong Davao Death Squad.
Wala pong Davao Death Squad, Your Honor. Media hype lang yan.
Hindi rin nyo po aaminin na merong Lambada Boys. Yun daw po kasi, yung pinaka-original na grupo, na 7 lang daw po sila. Kasama si Edgar Matubato, Lambada Boys. Narinig nyo ho ba?
Your
ang
Honor,
Lambada Boys. Narinig nyo syempre DDS, pero sabi nyo media hype. How about Lambada Boys? Have you ever heard?
never, Your Honor.
Never.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, since you have not heard of Lambada Boys, sasabihin nyo rin siguro na you have not heard of the other alleged members of the alleged Lambada Boys according to Mr. Matubato. Ludi Pagidupon, kilala o hindi? Narinig
Narinig.
na o hindi?
Nakikita at narinig ko yan, Your Honor.
Tony Estaco, kilala nyo? Narinig nyo na? Etc.
The name is very familiar sa akin, Your Honor.
So narinig nyo si Ludi Padigupon, narinig
Yes,
nyo
yes.
na rin si Tony Estaco, Jojo Bosa.
Wala, Your Honor.
Hindi mo po kilala.
Hindi po.
Romel Capitana.
Hindi po.
Hindi. Inchik Tan.
Hindi po.
Boboy Maldito.
Familiar sa akin.
Pamilya. Ano ho ba yung bangkerohan? Lugar ho ba yan? Grupo? Or what? Have you heard of bangkerohan?
Is pangalan po yun, Your Honor, ng public market.
Public market. Sabi po ni Mr. Matubato, itong si Tony Estaco, si Jojo Bosa, si Romel Capitana, si Inchik Tan at si Boboy Maldito, mga taga-bangkerohan. Itong si Ludi Pagidupon, sabi nyo, narinig nyo na kung sino si Ludi Pagidupon. Sa pagkakaalam nyo, sino po ba si Ludi Pagidupon?
Nakita ko yan, Your Honor, kasi yan si Lodi Pagilopon is, he was yata a cousin of SPO4 Teodoro Pagilopon, pero nag-retire na yan last year. Nag-retire siya as senior inspector, if I'm not mistaken.
Kilala nyo ho ba siya personal? Nakita nyo na ho ba siya?
Kung kilala personal, hindi. Kung nakita, yes.
Nakita nyo na.
Yes.
Sabi po ni Edgar Matubato, formerly Army Scout Ranger din daw po si Ludi Pagidupon, pero detailed po siya sa Ecoland Terminal. Alam nyo yung Ecoland Terminal?
Pagkalam, yes, Your Honor. Pagkalam ko po kay Lodi Pagilopon, he was a member of the RRA, the Rebel Returnees Association.
So, rebel returnee po siya, former rebel returnee. Sabi po ni Mr. Matubato, yung mga ilang miyembro ng DDS ay yung mga sinasabing mga rebel returnees. Nung nag-expand daw po yung sinasabi ni Mr. Matubato na una, Lambada Boys, naging DDS, ay meron na rin daw sila ng mga kasamahan ng mga rebel returnees. So sinasabi nyo pala ngayon, si Ludi Pagidupon was also a former rebel returnee. Correct?
Yun po, Your Honor, ang pagkalam ko.
At sabi pa ni Mr. Matubato, si Ludi Pagidupon daw ang nag-recruit sa kanya para sumama kay Mayor Duterte. Pero si Mayor Duterte ang parang nag-utos kay Pagidupon na kunin siya. Hindi niyo po alam yon.
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
Gaano po kayo ka-close kay Mr. Matubato?
Yung closeness po namin, Your Honor, is yung nirecommend ko yan way back 1998. That was the first creation of the Island Garden City of Samal. Kasi po, si dating pare na nakilala ko through a common friend.
Si former mayor.
Yes po,
Correct.
si Mayor Roger Antalan.
Mayor Roger Antalan, sinabi rin po ni Mr. Matubato, former mayor, pare siya. Siya daw ho nagkasal kay Mayor Duterte?
Hindi ko po alam.
Okay, so ano po, again, how close were you?
Ako po ang nag-recommend kay
With,
Mr.
Edgar.
Matubato doon kay Father Roger Antalan.
Para
And
maging
then,
ano po?
Parang escort niya kasi naghingi siya ng kung sino pwede makasama niya. So nirecommend ko si Edgar Matubato since Edgar Matubato is taga doon din sa Samal. Pagkakilala ko po sa kanya, Your Honor, is mabuting tao.
Si Matubato.
Yes. So nirecommend ko yan kay Mayor Roger Antalan. Nung na-elect siya, pagkaalam ko, na-employ siya sa City Hall sa Island Garden City of Samal. So, in 3 terms po,
Empleyado si Mr. Matubato sa Island Garden City of Samal, hindi ng Davao City.
yes po, yun pa pagkaalam ko.
Okay, so is your word against his word? Sige po.
That was
Go ahead.
1998. Yung 3 terms po ni Mayor Antalan, employed si Edgar Matubato doon. Bakit siya naging close sa akin? Kasi po, merong 3 portion na property na pinagkatiwala sa akin nung buyer ng property. Ang nangyari po ganito, nung bumaba po ang kupra, kasi yung party ko is 1/3. At saka malayo ang lugar sa Samal. May portion din na malayo. Kung hindi ka magsakay ng motorized bangka, hindi mo ma-reach yung lugar. Since Edgar Matubato is nandoon, nirecommend ko sa may-ari na kung pwede, si Edgar na lang ang magbantay doon, ako ang mag-supervise.
So, totoo po na dati po siyang caretaker ni Mayor Antalan.
Hindi ko po alam yan. Ang pagkaalam ko po,
Pero rinikomenda po niyo siya sa kanya.
yes, as
Bilang ano po?
bilang parang bodyguard.
Security,
Associates.
bodyguard, caretaker.
Yes,
Pero
yes, yes.
kino-confirm niyo po na na-assign siya kay Mayor Antalan. Although hindi po sigurado ako kung pagkakasabi niya caretaker, bodyguard, or what.
Na-assign siya po, na-employ siya sa City Hall ng Island Garden City of Samal.
Sa City Hall ng Island Garden City. Pagkakaalam niyo. Opo?
Yes, yes.
Now, nasabi nyo, naging close kayo sa kanya? Yun ho ba? Tama
Yes.
ho bang statement yun?
Yes, on dealings of itong niyugan.
Sa katunayan, sabi po niya, nung 2013 nga daw po, rinigaluhan niyo siya ng wristwatch. May resibo ho siyang pinakita.
Wristwatch. Hindi ko sigurado ang taon, pero siguro. Yes, Your Honor.
Sa SM, Davao City.
Yes, Your Honor.
Binili.
Tama. Yes.
May pinakita po siya sa amin na resibo.
Yes, yes.
So, rinigaluhan niyo siya dahil birthday niya ho ba?
At pagkaalam ko, Your Honor, ganito, bumili ako ng relo, yung watch ko na divers, hindi ko sure kung divers yun, pero sigurado ko, yung watch ko binigay ko sa kanya, yung binili kong relo, sinuot ko.
So hindi nyo pala binigay kay Mr. Bato-Bato yon? Kasi ang sabi po niya, regalo nyo sa kanya yung binili sa SM Davao City.
Hindi, yung watch ko po, Your Honor, yung watch ko, binigay ko sa kanya, hindi yung binili ko, yun ang sinuot ko.
Alam niya ho ba yun na yung binigay nyo sa kanya, second hand na lang?
Hindi ko po alam.
So hindi nyo po sinabi sa kanya yon. Kasi,
Baka
nakakita
nalimutan
kayo
ko
ng
na,
resibo.
Kung may resibo yun, Your Honor, sigurado ko, yung sinuot ko.
Wise ho pala kayo.
Hindi naman totoo yun, Your Honor. Nagsabi lang ko na
na
totoo.
wise kayo. Hindi totoong wise po kayo.
Hindi, Your Honor.
Wise po pagka ganun eh. Bibili kayo, kunwari, ireregalo, pero yung luma pala ireregalo nyo.
Hindi naman, kasi alam na naman, dalawa rin suotin ko.
Okay. Cute po. Okay. SPO4, Las Cañas. I'm sorry,
SPO3 po.
SPO3, Arthur Las Cañas. Ano ho ba yung code name ni Mayor Duterte?
Codename, ang kadalasan, Your Honor, CM,
CM. CM represents, anong ibig sabihin ng CM?
City Mayor.
Hmm?
City Mayor po.
At sigurado ho ba kayo, bakit kailangan nyo pang sabihin ng CM kung city mayor lang pala yon?
Hindi, kadalasan, Your Honor, yung mga media, yung mga ano-ano nila.
Sabi po ni Mr. Bato-Bato, ang CM is Charlie Mike.
Yes, Charlie Mike.
So it
Sige,
is.
pero usually, pagkaalam namin, City Mayor.
Pero ginagamit nyo rin pala yung Charlie Mike. You just said so.
Personally, Your Honor, sa akin, hindi. Mayor Rodi, halos kadalasan ang tawag sa kanya.
Yung code name na Hari-Hari, ginagamit nyo rin ho ba yun sa kanya?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Sabi po ni Mr. Bato-Bato, dalawa daw po ang maituturing doon sa grupo ninyo na napaka-close kay Mayor Duterte. Dalawa daw po yung sinasabi na second in command or kanang kamay. Kayo daw po, Arthur Las Cañas at si SPO4 Sanson Sonny Benaventura. Kilala niyo po si Benaventura?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino po si Benaventura?
Driver po ni Mayor Rodi Duterte.
So inaamin niyo ho ba na kayo ang pinaka-close, kayong dalawa, kay Mayor Duterte?
Your Honor,
Na sabi ni Mr. Bato-Bato, ang trato sa inyo ni Mayor Rodi Duterte ay his very own brother. Like his very own brother, para daw kayong kapatid ni Mayor Duterte. Totoo?
Your Honor, excuse me for my word. Hindi po totoo yan. Sinunggaling po si Edgar, Your Honor.
Conclusion niyo po yan, yun po ang sabi niyo. Okay? Kasi
Can I cite
pwede rin pong sabihin ni Mr. Bato-Bato na kayo ang sinungaling. So wag na muna ho tayong mag ano ng mga ganyang statement. Kaya nga po kita tinatanong, inaalam ko po kung alin dun sa mga sinasabi ni Mr. Bato-Bato ang totoo o posibleng totoo at hindi totoo.
Hindi po
Kaya
totoo.
po tinatanong ko to. At kayo nga daw po, sa inyo daw po dumadaan yung mga order ni Mayor Duterte sa pagpapapatay ng DDS.
Your Honor,
Siyempre, hindi nyo
hindi po totoo. Hindi po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Si Sonny Benaventura, sabi rin po ni Mr. Bato-Bato, ang turing daw po sa kanya, Little Mayor. At si Sonny Benaventura, driver bodyguard ni Mayor mula pa noon, kahit nung fiscal pa lang siya. I'm referring to Mayor, now President Duterte. Tama ho ba?
Pagkaalam ko po, driver bodyguard. Pero nung nag-retire na si Sunny, wala na po, Your Honor.
So nag-retire na rin po. Yun din po ang sabi ni Mr. Matubato, nag-retire na si Benaventura habang kayo pa-retire pa lang in December 16 of this year. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, sabi rin po ni Mr. Matubato, marami na nag-retire doon sa tinatawag niyang DDS. Pero meron pa rin mga active. Kayo nga po, number 1 na active, dahil kayo po ang palaging tinuturo na yung mga utos daw ni Mayor sa inyo dumadaan. Although meron din daw pagkakataon na naririnig niya mismo yung utos ni Mayor. Kasi madikit o malapit daw po si Mr. Matubato sa inyo, palagi daw po kayong magkakasama. Hindi totoo.
Hindi po
Sinungaling
totoo
si
yan,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Matubato. Yung iba daw na mga active pa, aside from you, ay si Tony Rivera, kilala niyo po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ronald Lau,
Yes, Your Honor.
and si Police Chief Inspector J.C. Francia.
Yes, Your Honor.
By the way, SPO3 Las Cañas, saan po kayo naka-assign ngayon?
Non-duty status na po ako, Your Honor.
Nag-ano po?
Non-duty status na po.
What is duty status?
Non-duty na po, Your Honor.
Non-duty status. So saan po kayo pumipirmi?
Sa bahay, every morning, jogging.
In Davao City.
Yes.
Si Ronald Lau, kilala nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Si Police Chief Inspector Francia, kilala nyo?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Dahil kasama rin sila sa heinous crime section.
Yes, Your Honor.
Like you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ilang taon po kayo nasa heinous crime section?
Since na-create ang heinous crime year 2001, after it was dissolved in 2010, nandun pa ako, Your Honor.
2001 and dissolved in 2010.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when you say dissolved in 2010, sino po ang nag-dissolve at bakit dinissolve?
Because in my understanding, Your Honor, kami kasi noon yung election, then nag-request yata si Speaker Nograles na ma-dissolve yung unit, kaya na-dissolve.
So panahon pa po ni former Speaker Nograles.
Yes, Your Honor.
But he was the speaker, he was a congressman, he was never a mayor. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what was the business or the personality of the former Speaker Nograles to cause the dissolution of that heinous crime section na unit ng Davao City Police Office? At kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, sa mga panahon na yan, hindi pa po sila political allies ni Duterte, ni Mayor Duterte. Right? Ano po ba? Bakit nakikialam? Bakit nakialam si former Speaker Nograles dyan sa usapin ng heinous crime section?
Your Honor, opinion ko lang yun.
Hindi ko po hinihingi ang opinion nyo. Hinihingi ko po ang kaalaman nyo, your knowledge, first-hand, personal, or maybe some indirect knowledge, pero wag hong opinion kasi hindi ho kayo magka-qualify as an expert witness. Expert witness lang po ang pwedeng magsaad ng opinion. My humble advice to you, sir.
Kung knowledge, Your Honor, because the level of my rank, limited lang po ang alam ko. Basta, to my personal opinion, yun ang pagkaintindi ko. Baka iba ang rason.
Ang tinatanong ko po, sigurado ho ba kayo na si former Speaker Nograles ang nagpa-dissolve ng heinous crime section? Hindi ko po yan maintindihan kung bakit makikialam si former Speaker Nograles sa HCS or heinous crime section na hindi naman ho mayor o naging mayor si Speaker Nograles.
Hindi ko po sigurado, Your Honor.
Bakit nyo na biglang naisip si former Speaker Nograles?
Yun lang ang pagkaalam ko, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Senator De Lima, your time has been up for the last 2 minutes, but if you like, Senator Lacson is willing to give you more time.
Salamat po. I need more time.
Yes, of course.
as
That's why I am,
mentioned-
Just 2 minutes of my 10 minutes, Senator De Lima.
Okay, so
It's
I'll
an
try.
Indian giver.
Correct? I'll
Okay,
how many, half, okay.
5 minutes, 5 minutes, so you have 7 minutes.
Secretariat, can you
7
just
minutes.
remind me, please, if my time would be up
Another 7 minutes.
based on the donated or inclusive of the
What about
donated
Senator
time
Trillanes?
from the
Are
two
you
gentlemen?
selfish? You don't want to give time?
And if I'm unable to complete my questioning to this resource person, I'll reserve the right to continue with my questioning
You have
at the
7 minutes.
second round. Thank you.
No, we have 7 minutes. Go ahead.
Now I have 7 minutes. Ang dami ko kasi talaga dapat kayong itatanong po sa inyo kasi kayo po ang paborito na binanggit ni Edgar Matubato. Kaya salamat at inadmit nyo, nakilala nyo at medyo close kayo sa kanya. Sinasabi din po ni Edgar Matubato, kagaya nung sinabi ko, Lambada Boys, DDS, at yung DDS, mga pulis, karamihan, later joined by the rebel returnees. At inadmit nyo nga kanina na si Pagidupon ay isa pa lang, former rebel returnees. Yung mga iba daw na kasama ng mga rebel returnees ay itong mga ito. Si Billy alias Tigolang. Kilala o hindi? Ferdy Pantinuble. Chief na ho ngayon o naging chief ng CSU, Civil Security Unit.
Kilala ko po.
So is he or was he connected to the Civil Security Unit? Itong former rebel returnee na ito, na si Ferdy Pantinuble?
Hindi ko po alam kung anong assignment niya.
Another rebel returnee, according to Mr. Matubato, nakasama rin daw po ng DDS, allegedly, Jerry Crucio,
Kilala ko.
now the chief of the Santa Ana Wharf.
Hindi ko po alam kung ano yun ang posisyon niya.
Another rebel returnee, Andong Paral. Kilala nyo?
Kilala ko po.
Totoo ho ba na original Sparrow Unit member siya?
Yun ang hindi ko alam.
Pero assigned po siya ngayon sa public market as an ordinary CSU o Civil Security Unit member.
Hindi ko po alam.
Pero kilala niya siya
Dati
Bilang?
po, dating rebel returnees po.
bilang rebel returnee lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero hindi niyo alam na dati siyang Sparrow Unit na marami na daw po itong pinatay. Itong si Andong Paral.
Hindi ko alam, Your Honor. Hindi ko nga alam na employed siya ng...
So bakit po
Public
kilala niyo
market.
itong mga rebel returnees na ito? Inamin niyo po. Jerry Crucio, Pantinuble, Andong Paral. Kilala niyo as rebel returnees.
As rebel returnees
So kung
po.
kilala niyo as rebel returnees, kilala niyo rin siguro, alam niyo rin po siguro, ano ang ginagawa nila o ginawa nila na konektado sa trabaho niyo bilang member kayo ng heinous crime section.
Hindi naman sila konektado sa news crime kasi hindi na sila mga pulis.
Kaya
Your
nga
Honor.
po, ganun din po ang sabi talaga ni Mr. Matubato. Hindi naman talaga ito mga polis. Pero kasama daw po ng heinous crime section, kayo daw po ng mga DDS, dyan sa mga, may mga assignments daw po itong mga rebel returnees na ito, mga small-time assignment, quoting Mr. Matubato, small time daw yung mga ina-assign ninyo sa kanila. Yung mga maliliit lang, mga small time na mga alleged criminal, gang wars, rugby boys, etc. So,
Your Honor.
tanong ko pa rin po, bakit nyo kilala yung mga rebel returnees na yan kung hindi naman sila, sabi nyo, nakasama o kasapi ng heinous crime section?
Your Honor, ang kasapi ng heinous crime section, puro lang mga pulis.
Kaya nga po,
Ang sagot ko po sa tanong ninyo,
Opo.
na bakit ko sila nakikilala, nung kalakasan po, Your Honor, ng Alsamasa ng Davao, na-expose po itong mga ito. It was during the time, kung hindi po ako nagkamali, during the time of Colonel Calida. Kasi ito mga ito po ang lumalabas at saka nangahabol po ng mga NPA sa Davao. Yun na po. Pero kung sabihin niyo po nasa heinous crime, puro pulis po ang nasa heinous crime.
Ilan ho kayo sa heinous crime section?
Hindi ko po alam yun sa disposition, Your Honor. Siguro mga more or less 50. Hindi ko sure, Your Honor.
Sabi din po ni Mr. Matubato, yun na nga po, una muna Lambada Boys, DDS, mga pulis, tapos meron na rin sumama sa inyo ito mga alleged rebel returnees na ito. Pero ngayon daw po, wala na daw hong mga sibilyan. Kasi si Mr. Matubato, sibilyan din, di ho ba? Hindi po siya pulis.
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon daw po, wala nang pulis na mga miyembro, ay wala nang hindi pulis na mga miyembro nung sinasabi ni Mr. Matubato na DDS.
Wala naman
Kasi
DDS.
lahat daw po policemen.
Wala naman DDS, Your Honor.
So, heinous crime section, lahat police.
Opo, Your Honor.
Sabi ko nga ho kanina, palaging kayo po ang tinuturo ni Mr. Matubato. Kayo daw po ang dinadaanan ng mga instruction ni CM dyan sa mga assignments na yan na pagpapatay. At pwede nating i-categorize yung mga pinapatay daw po ninyo bilang mga miyembro ng tinatawag na DDS. Yung mga biktima in general na walang mga pangalan, hindi nila alam, at least sila Mr. Matubato at saka iba pang kasamahan nyo, yung mga pangalan, pero pinapapatay. Tapos, yung isang klase naman po ng mga pinapatay daw po. So, puro po ako dito daw. Kasi hindi po, that's not according to me. That's according to Mr. Matubato. Yung isa pang kategory ng mga pinapatay ay yung mga sinasabing more or less special assignments. Kung nakinig po kayo doon sa kanyang naging testimonya nung 15 tsaka nung 22, may ilan-ilan hong mga kaso ng mga killings na mga pwede nating sabihin na mga special assignments. So, syempre, wala kayong aaminin dyan. Whether doon sa general killings na mga nameless, faceless victims o yung mga meron mga pangalan o kaya at least kilala man lang kahit hindi pangalan kundi kilala lang, like for example an LTO fixer, a DI, etc. etc. Wala po kayong aaminin doon.
Hindi naman po totoo yan, Your Honor.
Hindi totoo na meron mga patayan sa Davao City.
Merong patayan po. Pero yung mga pinagsasabi po ni Mr. Edgar Matubato, especially linking my person, eh wala pong katotohanan yan, Your Honor.
Ano sa tingin mo ang dahilan? Bakit kayo ang palaging tinuturo ni Mr. Matubato? Nakilala pa niya, may mga pinangalanan po siya. At sa tingin ko po, lahat ng mga pinangalanan na yon, kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, ay aaminin na kilala nila si Mr. Matubato. So bakit po? Invento ho ito lahat?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit po?
Meron akong i-narrate, Your Honor, will you allow me?
Yes po.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Although mahaba ho ba yan?
Hindi naman, Your Honor. Hindi naman, Your Honor. It's based on documents.
Kaso ho ba yan?
This is the statement, Your Honor, of Edgar Matubato, dated September 4, 2014. Basahin ko, Your Honor. Sworn statement of Edgar Bernal.
Ayan po yung sinabmit sa NBI.
Yes, Your Honor. Saglit lang, Your Honor.
Sige po, go ahead.
Allegedly, it was taken at the Anti-Organized and Transnational Crime Division, Death Investigation Unit, National Bureau of Investigation, TAP Manila. Dito, Your Honor, nakararate lahat ang paninira sa akin ni Mr. Edgar Matubato. Dito din nakararate din, binubugbog siya dito for 1 week. Pero as you observe, Your Honor, this statement of Mr. Edgar Matubato, September 4, 2014, barely almost 3 months of the alleged torture of Mr. Edgar Matubato by the members of the Davao City Police Office, and no less than the Chief of Police, Colonel Vicente Danao. Wala po itong medical certificate. And dito naman po, sa kanyang sworn statement dated June 4, 2015,
Kinasuhan po kayo dyan, di ho
excuse
ba?
me po, Your Honor.
Yes, yes.
I have to finish po.
Opo, pero sandali lang po. Ako po nagtatanong. So it's upon my liberty
Sorry po.
and it's upon my sense of liberality that I'm
Sorry
allowing
po.
you to make a narration. Kinasuhan po kayo dyan sa kaso ng alleged torture.
Yes. May I explain, Your Honor?
O, sige po, go ahead.
Dito po sa kanyang June 4, 2015 sworn statement taken at the Anti-Organized and Transnational Crime Division, Death Investigation Unit, National Bureau of Investigation, TAP Manila, 4th day of June 2015. This sworn statement of alleged torture, it was coupled with a medical certificate. Mr. Chair, Your Honor, based on my experience as an investigator, in cases po of physical injuries or torture, the best thing for an investigator to do before you take the complaint affidavit of the alleged victim of torture, you have to subject him to a medical examination.
So what are you saying
For
now?
the investigator to
So the NBI is
determine.
Nagtatanong po ako. Hayaan niyo po ako
Please
muna.
wait for the senator to give way for the senator.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman.
It's all right.
Kinasuhan po kayo, di ho ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino ho yung mga iba pa na mga respondents dyan sa kaso na yan of alleged torture with Mr. Matubato as the private complainant?
It was Senior Superintendent Vicente Danao and SPA1 Medina, Your Honor.
Medina, Aquino, Furog, and Las Cañas.
No. Ang na-file po sa amin, Your Honor, is arbitrary detention. Myself, Purog, and Aquino.
Yes, the charges were for violation of Republic Act 9745 or the anti-torture law in relation to arbitrary detention as defined in Section 3, Article 124 of the Revised Penal Code and Republic Act number 7438. At ang dito po sa news item ba ito? ay kayo daw pong apat yung respondents dito. Yourself, Arthur Las Cañas, nakalagay pa rin ho dito, SPO4, mali ho pala ito. SPO1 Reynato Medina, SPO2 Rizalino Aquino, and SPO2 Bienvenido Furog. My time is up, but I'll just finish this line of questioning before I go through my second round
Go ahead,
later.
Go ahead, please. Another 3 minutes.
Salamat po. Salamat po. Now, another 6 minutes. Thank you po.
The chair recognizes Senator Pacquiao's donation of 3 minutes to Senator De Lima. So Senator De Lima will
Thank
now
you,
have
gentlemen.
6 minutes.
Thank you. Kinasuhan po kayo? At
Yes, Your Honor.
private complainant si Mr. Matobato at ang public complainant is the NBI.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi sila ang nag-imbestiga.
Yes, Your
Sa
Honor.
kanila ko po, pinaimbestiga yan. Yung ako po, ay Secretary of Justice pa. Nag-appear ho ba kayo dyan sa hearing na yan? Sa preliminary investigation sa DOJ?
Nakatanggap po ako ng subpoena, Your Honor. That was 2015. And then I was not able to attend because at that time, I have a severe illness. Nag-undergo po ako ng hemodialysis.
So,
Nagkaroon po ako ng kidney failure.
Sumagot po ba kayo dun sa complaint? Nag-file ho ba kayo ng counter affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor. And in fact, this case was already dismissed by
Yes,
the
I
DOJ.
know. I'm about to say it also. But let's go back dun sa sinasabi nyo, you are making a certain point with respect to the alleged lack of medical examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
So are you now saying that the NBI was remiss
Can I continue my explanation,
in
Your
its
Honor?
duty? Because they're supposed to make sure that there is the results of the medical examination?
Can I continue my explanation?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, based on my experience as an investigator, before you take the affidavit complaint of the alleged victim of torture, you have to subject him to a medical examination for you to determine that the injury sustained.
We know that. And that is not based only on anyone's experience because that is based on law. Correct? So ang sinasabi niyo po sa amin ngayon, hindi po yan sinunod ng NBI?
May I continue my explanation, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Because of these documents, the September 4, it was barely almost 3 months from the alleged torture. There was no medical certificate. But the other sworn statement, almost a year of the alleged torture, there was a medical certificate. So, Your Honor, in my humble observation, the probability of this, that this September statement, sworn statement of Mr. Edgar Matubato was taken not in Metro Manila. And therefore, there could be a possibility that there was no torture at all.
That is your claim because you are
That
being
is my
accused.
humble observation, Your Honor.
You are being accused by Mr. Matobato na nanguna doon sa pagpa-torture sa kanya, kaya nga po kayo pinakasuhan. Pinaimbestigahan ko sa NBI.
Yes,
Can we
Your Honor.
ask at this point, Mr. Chair, any comment from the NBI? Kung ano po ang ibig sabihin ni SPO3 Las Cañas dyan sa requirement about medical examination, was it followed or was it not?
Good morning, ma'am. Attorney Tubira will answer that, ma'am.
Please identify yourself.
I am Attorney Joel Tobera, Your Honor, the former chief of AOTCD Death Investigation Unit, and currently the chief of the Anti-Illegal Drugs Division, Your Honor.
Let the record state so.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to the honorable members of this chamber. I will belie the allegation or the statement of the resource person that Mr. Matobato gave his statement somewhere else. Because Mr. Matobato appeared personally before the NBI on September 4 of 2014. We have records to show. Apart from this statement, we video and photograph the incidents. Moreover, Your Honor, insofar as the medico-legal report is concerned, considering that Mr. Matobato claimed that he was tortured sometime of June 2014, part of our report, and may I read, Your Honor, herein complainant submitted himself to the NBI Medical Legal Division, meaning to say, we at the NBI DIU referred him for medical legal examination as a standard operating procedure in cases of this nature. On June 4, 2015, in order to obtain evidence of the physical torture that he was made to undergo under the hands of subjects Danao and Medina, due to Medical Legal Division's lack of proper equipment, meaning the NBI, Your Honor, Matobato was advised by the attending officer to secure a chest X-ray from another medical facility, the result of which will be used by the MLD in coming up with their official medical findings. So that, Your Honor, in the second statement, which was referred by the resource person, there was already a medical legal examination report. Because on June 5, 2015, after having received and examined Matobato's recent chest X-ray, Dr. Evelyn B. Ignacio, Medical Legal Division of the NBI, released an official report indicating that radiologic report of chest on June 23, 2015 gave negative chest findings. However, Dr. Ignacio reported having found a healing wound left buttock, lower medial aspect measures 0.3 times 0.3 centimeter in diameter. That explains the lack of medical legal report in the September 4, 2014 sworn statement of Matobato, Your Honor.
But you were able to secure one subsequently.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was there any doubt in your mind as an investigator whether that particular medical certificate obtained later than September 4 was not representative of the alleged acts of torture that Mr. Matobato has complained about? You accepted the medical certificate, correct? Because it formed part, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that it formed part of your so-called evidence in filing torture case. You accepted it. Do you understand my question? Since kayo po ang nag-file ng kaso, kasama si Mr. Matobato as a private complainant, ganun naman ho talaga ang mga kaso sa NBI, di ho ba? Pag iniimbestigahan nyo na muna whether merong private complainant o wala. Kasi meron din po mga kaso na nagmomoto proprio investigation din po ang NBI, right?
Yes,
Sa
Your Honor.
kasong ito, meron private complainant. Si Mr. Matobato mismo, an alleged victim of torture. Pero, finailan nyo, nag-file kayo ng kaso sa DOJ, specifically the National Prosecution Service. Ibig pong sabihin, ng pag-file nyo ng kaso, ay meron kayong what? Prima facie case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Naniniwala kayo, at least at your level, as investigators, na posible nagkaroon nga ng alleged torture as claimed by your private complainant. Correct?
That's right, Your Honor, because apart from our findings it passed through our legal division, and the
Nag-i-evaluate.
findings of our legal
That is also your
staff.
SOP. Bago
Yes,
nyo
Your
po
Honor.
pina-file ang isang kaso, let's say sa National Prosecution Service of the DOJ or the Office of the Ombudsman or any other forum or venue, pinapa-evaluate nyo muna yan sa legal. And the legal division agreed that there is probable cause for the filing of charges at the investigator's level, not necessarily the prosecutor's level.
That's
Tama
right,
po.
Your Honor.
Okay. So narinig nyo na po? SPO3 Las Cañas, o opinion nyo na naman po yung sinasabi nyo kanina about the medical certificate?
Your
Opinion
Honor.
o speculation?
Your Honor, as an investigator, Your Honor, it is a basic to submit the alleged victim of physical injury or torture for the medical legal officer to determine if there was really a torture or it might be a self-inflicted injury.
Tama po yan. That's the whole purpose of that requirement. It's a legal requirement for medical, na magkaroon ng medical examination. Now, ito pong tanong ko po sa inyo. Kaya po kayo ganyan, ini-insist nyo yung tungkol sa medical certificate is dahil dinideny nyo nga, tinatanggi nyo na tinorture nyo si Mr. Matobato. Totoo? At
Personally, Your Honor, hindi niya ako na-charge
dinideny
dito.
nyo o hindi?
Wala pong torture, Your Honor.
At ano po yung sabi nyo? Hindi kayo chinarge?
Ang charge po niya sa akin, Your Honor, arbitrary detention. But when he appeared dito, Your Honor, sa Senate, sinabi niya na I was part of the torture. Hindi po totoo yun.
Kasama po yan sa charges na final ni Mr. Matobato at ng NBI. I don't think itatanggi yan ng NBI. Pakitanggi na lang please kung hindi totoo na yung charges na final nyo against SPO3 Arthur Las Cañas, as well as, can you again correct me if I'm wrong, Ronald Lau, kasama po, kinasuhan, Attorney Tuvera?
Your Honor, I will check the records of this case because there were policemen who were not part of the charges. For example, he is claiming that the resource person is claiming that only arbitrary detention was filed against him. I will check on the records, Your Honor, and I will inform the Honorable Committee later on, because I brought with me the whole record of this case.
Because my notes say na hindi lang arbitrary detention as defined in Section 3, Article 124 of the Revised Penal Code, but also Anti-Torture Law, Republic Act Number 9745. Tapos kung babasehan po natin sa sinasabi ni Mr. Matobato, yung mga di umano na nag-participate sa kanyang pag-torture, aside from this resource person, is si Ronald Lau, Jay Francia, Donito Ubales, Rizalino Aquino, and Jim Tan. So my next question, also to the NBI, it's okay if you can't answer it now, sino-sino dito sa mga inakusahan ni Mr. Matobato na nag-torture sa kanya ang eventually kinasuhan niyo sa National Prosecution Service of the DOJ?
Our report states, Your Honor, that the following police officers were charged by our Death Investigation Unit. Police Senior Superintendent Vicente Danao, SPO1 Renante B. Medina, SPO2 Rizalino G. Aquino, SPO2 Bienvenido C. Furog, and SPO4 Arthur B. Las Cañas. Nature of cases, Your Honor. For subjects Danao and Medina, violation of RA 9745 or the
Anti-Torture.
Anti-Torture Act of 2009. Second case, violation of Section 2 of RA 7438, an act defining certain rights of persons arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation, and C, violation of Article 124 of the Revised Penal Code, meaning arbitrary detention. And for subjects Aquino, Furug, and Las Cañas, violation of Article 124 of the Revised Penal Code as amended, or arbitrary detention, Your Honor.
So insofar as you are concerned, arbitrary detention po, insofar as SPO3 Las Cañas, ang pagkaso sa kanya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Even if the claim of Mr. Matobato was that it was Las Cañas who took charge of his torture, at yung torture po ay naganap doon sa IDMB DCPO office.
Yes, Your Honor, that was the claim, but after our investigation, we came up with this conclusion upon evaluation also by our legal division, that only Danao and Medina were charged of...
Because they're the ones who directly and personally participated in the alleged acts of torture. I guess. Yun po ang dahilan kung bakit sila ang kinasuhan nyo, yung dalawa lang. Dalawa lang po ba yun?
Dalawa po yung...
Because they're the ones who directly participated
Yes,
in the
Your Honor.
alleged acts of torture
Yes, Your Honor.
based on your own findings as an investigative body.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi yung iba, hindi diretso. Hindi personal or direct participation in the acts of torture.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that is the explanation.
Secretary De Lima, your time is up.
Well, as I said, Mr. Chair,
You can appeal to
It's
the
still-
other members
it's
here
still-
if you like.
still a lot of questions from me because I'm just trying to clarify everything that Mr. Matobato has stated relative to this resource person, SPO3, Arthur Las Cañas. So I would very much want to continue with my questioning at a proper time. Perhaps during the second round, I do not want to abuse the liberality of my colleagues. Thank you.
That is understood. Thank you very much.